Hello everyone. My name is Darren. I was responsible for the exploratory data analysis and geospatial visualization for our application network analysis. We began this project by first cleaning the 3 key data sets for that we needed in order to analyze the data. We began with the root and the end data sets, ensuring consistency and removing all records. We proceeded with our exploratory data analysis, and we plan to uncover patterns in aviation network. On the data, we examined the total number of unique airports and airlines, and then we identified the 10 airports based on the route. We found that, for example, major airports like Atlanta and London Heathrow were central hubs. I also worked on visual visualizations. I used Python such as Matplotlib to map the various airport locations across the world and visualize the depth of airports per region. Using Geo, we're able to identify and compute the geographic distances in airports to understand average coverage. To further gain insights, we performed airport assurance and created heat maps to highlight traffic hotspots. The map visually showed the activities are most concentrated, for example, in Europe and North America. These analysis help us grasp the structure and spread of global air transport before diving deeper into complex network metrics.
Hi, my name is Mafia, and I handle the network analysis and business intelligence aspects of the aviation data. So we modeled the global aviation system as a graph using networks where nodes represented airports and edges represented routes between them. This allowed us to apply graph theory to understand the network structure. We calculated key centrality metrics such as degree, betweenness, closeness, and eigenvector centrality to identify the most influential airports. For example, airports with high degree centrality had the most connection, while those with high betweenness played critical transit role. We also looked at network resilience. By simulating node removals of the key hubs, we saw how much the network connectivity was affected, revealing how dependent global travel is on a few key nodes. For community detection, we used the Lovian algorithm to detect airport clusters that's naturally formed due to regional and airline-based operations. These insights would support decisions like opening new hubs or adjusting flight paths. On the business side, we explore the implications of these patterns. For instance, airlines can use centrality rankings to prioritize investment, while policymakers can identify undeserved regions for development. Overall, our network and geospatial analysis provided a data-driven view of global aviation that supports infrastructure, policy, and commercial decision-making. So I will show you I'm going to show you the interactive dashboards in relation to our aviation document. We use Streamlit 1 to process and display our dashboard. This is the statistics of our data. So the total airports, the total routes, countries covered. Then we have our sample airports data, sample route data with the column showing certain details of this information. So that's the overview of the information. Then we come to the network. The network where we show how the routes were interconnected. We also have the geography where we displayed various airports around the world in a scatter map. Then the business, this is where we display the airline market insight, showing top airlines by number of routes, top 10 source airports, top 10 destination airports. That's for business. And then our search.
Hi, my name is Faiza, and I'm going to take you through the back-end activities we did for our Canvas slides. So before we started the Canvas slides, we took notice of the important information in staff would need for the Canvas slides. We saw that our Canvas would require users, assignments, messages, submissions, and sign in and sign out and login pages. So for the back end, we decided to write classes to cater for all these things. which we can see in the utils file. Also, for each particular information and its data, we decided to save these data into the data file here, which contains all data as JSON files. In order to prevent using a very large database, we save everything into JSON files. So, considering the classes that we need, we required classes like the user class, the assignments class, calls, submissions and messages, and every other thing that the user would need to require the smooth running of the Canvas slides. So as you can see, this particular file contains the classes for the Canvas, for the assignments part of the Canvas slides, and all functions that apply to it, like generating assignment IDs and saving the files. We also moved on to the course. So we did that for everything, the course, the file handler, the message and the submissions, and also the user. So the user caters for both the students and the faculty. So students can submit assignments and view announcements, and then faculty can post announcements, post modules and assignments as well. For the message option, we wrote classes for the users. The students can send messages to a particular lecturer, and the lecturer can also send messages to a particular student, vice versa, and in the needed functions that are required for that. Also, for each class in the data it manages, we save whatever information we need into JSON files, which can be seen in the data file here in the announcements, assignments, courses, enrollments and grades, messages and modules section. Additionally, for logging in and logging out, we wrote functions to hash the passwords using bycrypt and handle everything about user authentication before the user can access the web page. So basically, that's a summary of everything that went on in the back end, writing the classes and everything that handles the information and the data of the user and any other important information for the Canvas slides before moving on to the front end. Thank you.
So to create our front end, we first made paper sketches of the interfaces we desired for the student and faculty pages, taking into consideration the core features of the system. The pages taken into consideration can be seen from our paper sketches. Sorry. So there's the login page where the user can log in depending on their role. They'll be assigned to either the student dashboard or the faculty dashboard. And then there's also a register page where they can register before they can even log in. So there's also a course enrollment page, which is the first thing you see, and that allows the students to enroll in courses that are available. There's also the course page where the students can the students can do things related to the course. Same thing for the assignment page where the students can submit an assignment. And then the faculty dashboard also allows the faculty to create news like courses. There's also the course page that allows the faculty to manage the details of the course. And then there's the assignments page, allows the faculty to also create assignments. And then there's also the grading and then an inbox to which they can message themselves. So through that, we from designing that, we then use Python through Flask to route the defined classes and utility functions within the backend to web page templates so as to allow for multiple user instances. So this allowed for code simplicity and reuse for complex systems. So after designing everything, we were able to create the front end, and then for the faculty dashboard. So for the faculty dashboard, it allows you to create a new course where you can edit or delete a course. And then whatever courses are added here reflects in the student's dashboard. So you can edit. So this allows you to go to the course page where you can see the course details. You can also announcements related to the course. See students who have enrolled. Then the team is set to dark mode by default. Then you can also okay, sorry, not this one. Okay, so you can also create assignments to yeah, so you can also add models here, and then also you can check the grades of students through this place. Then for the student portion, you can access a course. You can enroll through this one. Then you can also message anyone to the inbox. Then to access a course, you click on this models, and this was one of the projects, one of the models. This is an assignment, and if a grade is given, it's going to be shown here.